Sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life. Where you get the truth. My truth. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button. Tap the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one single exciting video. Don't forget to go to the store, www.vinzandrew.com, vinzandrew.com, for all your thriller needs. Lots of new stuff there. Take a look at that course. It's not a course, lecture series. The Writer's Life Mindset Lecture Series. Pick yours up today. Hours of, well, like an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of video footage, I think. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's worth it. I don't teach you how to write. I teach you how to live the writer's life. It's not a perfect life, but it's a better life than working for the man, as they say. So one of those, like, I never thought it would happen to me things happened to me last night while I was in my slumber, my restless slumber. I don't know why. But my Facebook account got suspended as a result of somebody who calls herself Hot Hannah, or something like that. Hannah Hottie, or I don't know. Hacked into it and tried to buy like $1,000 worth of advertising, which luckily, I mean, you know, as much of a pain in the ass this is, and how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be to actually get it reinstated, you know, unsuspended. Their safeguards were in place, and you know, they denied this person or bot or whatever access to my ads. However, it's kind of like when the bank, you know, like, oh, suspicious activity, boom, your account's closed. And you got to get a whole new card, and you got to go through the motions. But at least you can get a human being on the phone to talk over the situation. With Facebook, that's not the case. There are some phone numbers you can call, but they say, we're not available to talk to you in person right now. So go to the help page and see if that does anything for you. And I don't have the patience for that. So, like I was telling a colleague this morning, it's my relationship with Facebook anyway. I don't know how much it actually. There was a time you really had to have Facebook, you know, and Twitter and all those things. But like, I don't even get myself involved in Twitter much anymore, other than to post once a day. I don't really look at it much. I suppose as a journalist, if I were still like a, you know, at least a half-time serious freelance journalist, I would look at it much more. But, you know, I'm so involved in fiction now that I really don't. Facebook has become like boomer book. And 90% of my friends were authors who don't buy books anyway. Other people's books anyway. That, you know, like, they don't buy my books. You know, and then there's just, you know, friends I went to high school and college with and stuff like that. But I don't know how much I miss it. I don't know how much time I'm willing to devote to get it back. Isn't that weird? I know, like, the publishers insist, like, you know, what's your, you know, how many Facebook followers and friends you have and all that. And I had like 7,000. But I've got, you know, between Substack and my subscriber list, I got 15,000. That counts much more. Hang on a second. These fucking guys are working next door. So I don't know. I'm gonna like kind of half-ass try to get it back. But like, again, like I was saying to my colleague, I was like, it's kind of like when you're in a relationship and you just, you know, there's a voice inside that's like, this relationship sucks, but you do everything you can to like keep it going and don't make waves, and you don't want trouble because you're kind of dependent on it, even if it's like to put a roof over your head or something like that. But then that person like packs her bag and leaves. And you just find yourself like kind of smiling and a big weight is off your shoulders and you can breathe again a little bit. And that's the way I sort of feel about it. Because I really hate social media. Um, I really, the only one I find useful is like LinkedIn. I think there's good information on LinkedIn. If I need a freelance gig, I could find one there. A lot of my colleagues are on there, and they offer up some really excellent advice on writing and stuff like this, and the writer's life. Like Debbie Mack, you got Troy Lambert, you got like uh, Paul Brazile. He's always on there, and like, so I like LinkedIn. Instagram is worth it too, even though it's part of Meta, which owns Facebook. Instagram is more visual, so that's probably I still have that, and but I don't know how worth it will be for me to like spend hours trying to get my Facebook account back. It's possible I'll just start from scratch, and who knows? I'll eventually make contact with somebody over there somehow and just be like, what's the deal? Can you, might take a couple of weeks, but I guess what this is leading to is let's do a little experiment and let's see if me being off of Facebook for a little while actually affects my sales. So, okay, so what's the date? Today's the 11th. Is it John Lennon's birthday? I think it is. Anyway, he'd be 83. Wow. Let's see. So let's do this experiment. It's December 13th. It's December 11th. Jesus, I just said. Let's go a couple weeks and let's see how if it affects sales or not. It'll just be interesting, or even give it a week. Like what if I do reinstate it in a week? Then okay, well, have had a week, because my gut feeling is if I really put the effort in to try to get it unsuspended, it's going to probably take like a week or something like that. It could be I wake up tomorrow and Facebook is there again. Maybe it's just all a meta glitch. So I don't know. I did call this one number. Be careful, because I called this one number and it was a foreigner, and he's telling me to go to these different sites and download this and download that, and I hung up on him. And the reason I did that is because I didn't trust it. And don't forget, I'm still like rattled from losing $17,000 last year, and I lost my entire Coinbase account, $17,000 worth of stuff worth of money. I'm still, a little bit shaken, rattled, and rolled by that one. I did manage to get $3,000 back, but that's it. And then on top of that came, like the wild inflation and everything, so you got to be careful when you're in this digital world. You really do. You got to be very, very careful with accounts being hacked. Always use the two whatever verification. Be as safe as you can. If you own crypto, get a wallet and get it off the exchanges. I don't have a whole lot of crypto right now, but I'm gonna learn how to use a wallet and get it off the exchanges so that I don't lose it this time. There's a lot of bad actors out there, that will just rob you blind, and it's the Wild West still with this stuff. Hopefully, Web3 will be safer and more secure. That they say it's going to be. So anyway, so it's kind of like a tale of two cities. Facebook security was actually doing its job. It shut everything down when it suspected suspicious activity. But on the other hand, they're like, your account's suspended, and and I have no way to get it back. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want it back. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, kind of thing. But I guess I eventually, as a independent, no, as a hybrid author, I guess eventually I got to get it back. I guess. We'll see. Am I going to lose sleep over it? Mm-mm. Not not one iota, as my father used to say. Not one iota. I used to be like, "What's an iota? How come you're the only person I know who says iota? Do you ever use the word iota? What size would you like, your soda to be? An iota? Is that like a sip? I guess a half sip. I think a half sip would be an iota. There's like a half sip, which is an iota, and a full sip is like a gulp. All right, this is going nowhere. I better sign off now while I'm ahead. All right, I will catch you guys. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't think I have a guest tomorrow. I don't believe I have a guest till Sunday. And then I have one on Tuesday. Yes, something like that, or Wednesday. Anyway, I'll let you know. All right, anyway, that's it for now. Ciao, ciao.